Good morning, everybody. This is Mrs. Molinari coming to you from my living room. This morning, I'd like to read a story called The Koala Who Could. Before I read to you, I want to share some words that you might need to know. First of all, you need to know what a koala is. Here's my koala. This is Kevin the koala. Also, he's got a friend who's a wombat in the story. Maybe later on, when you're looking for something to do, you could look up koala or a wombat and do a little research on those animals. Find out where do they live, what do they eat, how do they act. Another word I want you to make sure you know is to cling. You're also going to hear it used as clinging and clung. So if you cling to something, it means you hold on to it really tight, like you might a teddy bear or my cat that's starting to climb up my leg. At the end, I want to talk about what's the theme of this story. We hear that all the time in our reading, don't we? It seems like a hard thing to get. But the theme is simply just learning the lesson that the character learns in the story. So I want you to listen to my story about Kevin the koala, find out what did he learn in the story. And then we should take what he learned and try to apply it to something we should learn. So I hope you enjoy. This is The Koala Who Could by Rachel Bright and Jim Field. Here's the title page, The Koala Who Could. I see a bird. Now he's got a long nose. I wonder if he's going to be in the story too, because sometimes on the title page the author gives us a clue what might happen in the story. The Koala Who Could. In a wonderful place where the day was just dawning and the breezes blew soft on a warm golden morning, in a place where the creatures ran wild and played free, a koala called Kevin clung to a tree. I think I heard some rhyming words too. A nicer gray fellow you never would meet, as soft as a soft thing from ear tufts to feet. His favorite way to relax in the sun was to cling and to nap and to munch a leaf bun. And after all this, well, he'd need a nice rest. Yes, Kevin liked sticking to what he knew best. He's clinging to the tree. I think that's what he likes best. You see, high up was safe since he liked to slow pace, while the ground down below seemed a frightening place. Too fast and too loud and too big and too strange. Nope, Kevin preferred not to move or to change. Notice I had to say those loudly because of the way they were written. The print gets bigger and bigger. That means read it real loud. So he clung to his tree as he knew what to do and was never too keen to try anything new. So when Wombat stopped by and shouted one day, "Hey, Kevin, why don't you come down here and play?" Oh, here's our Wombat. So by now I want you to be thinking, what is Kevin's problem? I think I skipped a page. I did. I think he replied, "I should stay on my plant. I'm busy right now. No, I'm sorry. I can't." "Why not?" cried the Ruse with a super loud cheer. "Yes, why?" called the Dingoes. "There's nothing to fear." But Kevin, who'd never been one to act fast, said, "I've clinging to do, but it's nice that you asked." As Kevin sat watching them chatter and share, a part of him wished he could join in down there. But he knew he'd miss home. It was dark and so late. The whole thing was risky. Adventure could wait. Whatever the invite, he'd always say, no. Oh dear, it seemed Kevin just couldn't let go. Did you figure out his problem? He does not want to come down from that tree, does he? Look at his face. Is he happy up there, though? And I wonder why not. So his life was the same no matter the day. The weeks came and went, and the months rolled away. And Kevin stayed still while the world moved around until he awoke to a worrying sound. Uh-oh, I wonder what he hears. Remember that bird we saw on the title page? Uh-oh. Can you read it with me? Tap, tap. The sound went. Well, this was a blow. Read these words with me. Tap, tappity tap, 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 tap. Oh no! Uncling! The crowd called, which had gathered below. Leap and we'll catch you. Just let yourself go. But Kevin was scared. Let's go. No, I shan't. I won't, shouted Kevin. Oh dear, I just... What do you think's going to happen next? What's he going to say? You can read it with me. I just can't. Whoomph. Or I think we should say whoomph. Down came the tree, and with it was bringing crash and a wallop, and a Kevin still clinging. Kevin, he carefully opened one eye, and he looked up at the loves staring down from the sky. Then one paw by one, he loosened his hold. He felt springy and light, happy and, read it with me, bold. Maybe it's not so bad. The worst he could think of had now come to pass, and he was just fine. Why, he felt quite first class. So when Wombat leaned over and held his paw out, Kevin no longer felt worry or doubt. When Dingo asked, "Now will you come out to play?" the crowd all joined in with a "What do you say?" And even though this wasn't part of his plan, Kevin replied, "Yes, I think that I can." And Kevin, from then on, was always can do. Because life can be great when you try something new. The end. So let's think about Kevin for a minute. So what was his problem? We found out at the beginning that his problem was he didn't like coming out of his tree. Why didn't he like coming out of his tree? Think about that. He said that the ground was too fast and too noisy. But then in the end, he came down, not because he wanted to, but he came down. And what did he find out at the end? That it wasn't so bad. He actually liked it. So in these times where we're being asked to change and do things in a different way, even though we don't want to, and we might be scared, and maybe some other feelings that you're feeling, it won't be so bad. I think from Kevin, we can learn that we can do it just like he could. So I want you to remember that as you go through the day, and I hope you enjoyed this story, maybe learned some new words, and I hope to see you again. Take care, stay safe, hope to see you soon. Bye.